Something's really eating this one. Oh dear, that's not good. I see something black all over it. Are those worms? Oh no! No! I'm coming out here to check on the laundry to see if it needed to come in, and there's bird poop on the sheet, which means I have to wash it again. But I thought I would do a update on the garden, just a tour, show you some things that we've updated. So first I wanted to show you what we did on the patio, because that's going to lead into something that I did over in the raised bed area. Okay. So my peas have started growing, and they've really started growing. I'm getting pods, which is very exciting. But as they started to reach the top of the teepee that I made here, I thought, well, okay, where are they going to go after that? Anyway, so I decided to push the pot under the shepherd's hook and then tie up more jute, so that way it gives it more growing area. So when I did that, I had to scooch everything around, and when I did, if you remember, I had a pot of Cherokee purple tomatoes here. When I moved it, I saw that the roots had grown out at the bottom of the drainage hole and were stuck to the concrete. So let me show you what I did. You'll have to excuse our yard, we need to mow. But yeah, so it kind of freaked me out because Cherokee purple is my favorite tomato to eat, and I didn't want to lose this one because it was the only one that lived from the seeds that I had started. So, so what I did is I brought it over here. I took a hoe and I loosened up the soil really well, put in some water, put in a little bit of Epsom salt, and I planted the pot. And I did that because I knew that transplanting the tomato plant would be a goner. It wouldn't survive it. This has worked out really well. I moved it over here about 3 days ago. This has not wilted. It has not shown any signs of distress. So I'm very grateful for that, because I'm really looking forward to having some Cherokee purple tomatoes. As you can see, I have several blossoms and several buds. Okay, so since we're standing here, I'll go ahead and show you the rest of the raised beds. This is the north facing bed, and the cucumber plants have just really taken off. I've got blossoms, so I should be seeing some baby cucumbers soon. And I like to pickle my cucumbers when they're probably about that big. So, well, maybe a little bit bigger than that. Carrot tops look gorgeous. I checked for the carrots, and I don't see anything poking up out of the ground yet, but I just think that carrot tops are really pretty, very feathery and flowy. Of course, the onions look fantastic. I still can't believe I started these from seed. But anyway, they're just really, these are killing it over here. Oh dear, what is happening here? I don't know what's happening here, but that does not look good. That looks really disgusting, actually. Okay, so I'm going to clean that up after I get some gloves on, but I need to harvest a lot of this anyway. And then, of course, this is where I planted some spinach. It's coming up. This spinach looks good, and I need to harvest it, some of it. And then, of course, the butter crunch lettuce looks gorgeous. Over here, my dill has really taken on some growth spurts. It's sticking up over the border. Over here, again, the cucumbers are starting to trail us. We've got lots of blossoms on our our jalapeno plants. So looking forward to having lots of jalapenos this year. Marigolds are blossoming. I have zinnias that have volunteered. I don't know if the birds planted them there, or if this is the dirt from where I had planted zinnias and they're just volunteering. Either way, I'm happy to have them. I will not be cutting them. Of course, you know, we've been harvesting radishes, and they're doing great. I finally have some buds on my nasturtiums that I saw. Oh, there it is. Look at there. Yay! Okay. All right, over in the big garden. Oh, sunflowers look great. Zinnias look good. Should be getting some buds soon on those. Okay, so down through here, I need to tie up my tomatoes some more because, as you can see, they are hanging over there. But yeah, all of the tomatoes look great. But the biggest change would be over here with the beans. As you all remember, in the L over there of the garden, I planted great northern beans. Rabbits have eaten the tops of them. So we wanted to go ahead and do everything that we can to protect our green beans. We care more about those than we do the northern beans because the great northern beans were just an experiment for this year. But anyway, so yeah, we wanted to give our green beans their best shot. So we invested in some chicken wire and some T-bars and decided to fence them in. So my husband has worked really hard on getting that done for me. We took some pins, some landscape fabric pins, and pinned them. I know you're supposed to bury the bottom of them, but we're gonna just do this and see if it works. If not, then we'll go ahead and dig up around it and then bury it, but hopefully we won't have to do that. This is where I planted zucchini and squash, and it all popping up and looking great. There's Henry the Owl. All of these look fantastic. This is my puny plant, and it's looking better every week. I don't know what it was doing. But what are you doing? Silly. Okay. This Amish paste looks fantastic. Like, it is beautiful. Oh dear, lots of suckers. We've had a lot of rain, so I've not been able to get out here and maintain these as well as I have been. But anyway, look at the basil. I mean, they have just exploded. I am so excited. Peppers look gorgeous. I see some blossoms. These are all California wonders except for this little one here on the end is a pimento. But the rest of them are California wonders. And I'm hoping to have plenty for canning for when I make like relish and things like that, as well as cooking with and eating fresh. There's more zucchini and squash. The collard greens are really filling out, looking fantastic. My okra is doing good. I need to get some of that grass out of there. That's a mole trap. That little buzz thing, my husband and I were just talking like, wow, it's really working. We've not seen any tunnels in the garden. And then like we came out the next day, and as you can see, there's a big tunnel right there. So we've got a trap that will kill it if it gets under there. So okra and these 3 rows, look at the sunflowers. They look amazing. And of course, that's my peaches and cream corn. Look, here's another mole tunnel. Okay, there's our glass gem corn. They're getting taller. So exciting. Popcorn, guys. We're gonna have popcorn. Yay! Lord willing. The sunflowers are really starting to pop up, and I'm so glad because I was really worried. As of right now, it only looks like I've got 1, 2, 3 in this row, but as long as I have one thick row in front of these, I'll feel a lot better. Plus I'll have that barrier as well. But yeah, here's what the rabbits did in my great northern beans. I'm gonna go ahead and till these up probably later today. Well, maybe not today because this is still pretty damp. And then we have cabbage. Something is eating them now. What do we got? Are there any worms? Oh wow, something's really eating this one. Oh dear, that's not good. I see something black all over it. Are those worms? Oh no! No! That makes me sad. Oh no. Guess I'll be doing research on that. Shoot. That is a bummer. Man. Well, I'll have to think about what I'm gonna do there. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, so that's the garden update. Lots of successes, more successes than failures, but failures nonetheless. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I just had a thought. Dill and cucumber salad. Oh, I'm so excited. So anyway, it's like, you know that things like that are gonna happen or can happen, but when they do happen, it's still Okay, I went in to get a drink, do a little bit of research, came back out here to diagnose my lettuce to see what was going on. I pulled it back where it was black, and I can't tell if it's just rotted from maybe all the rain and the moisture and everything, but also when I pulled it back, there were so many ants in that area. So I don't know if the ants caused the rot or if they're just eating the rot. But I've read that an organic way to get rid of ants is to sprinkle cornmeal around where they are, because they eat the cornmeal expands in their stomach, causing their stomachs to explode, and then they die. So we're gonna give that a try. But everything else looks okay, so that's good. And then as far as the cabbage worms, the damage is not so far gone that the cabbage can't be saved. But I see some of my collard greens that also have holes, so I'm guessing they all have cabbage worms. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick all the worms that I can find off and just squish them. So that's what I'm gonna do. When I get that done, I'm gonna go tie up my tomato plants. So let's have some fun. Okay, I think I've annihilated all of the cabbage worms. At least I annihilated the ones that I could see. The good thing is they squish very easily. The bad thing is they squish. I don't like squishy things. Okay, if you have a little boy, I should make my son do that job. Squish the worms. That seems like something he would enjoy. Alright, now I need to check my collard greens, because in my research I found that cabbage worms will also eat collard greens, kale, anything like that, and I have noticed some holes on my collard greens, so I don't know if it's just bugs or if it is in fact oh man, there's a white moth. Can you see it? There on the cabbage. See, that's what lays the worms. So she's probably over there going, my babies, and I'm over here, mwahaha. Let me check these lovelies. These are the Georgia collard greens. Oh, yep, there's one. I'm wearing gloves because I don't like touching the little boogers. Do you see it right there on the edge of the plant? All right, squish. They squish and then they pop and then their guts fly out. It's just really nasty. So yeah, so what I did was I got on YouTube, looked up how to naturally kill cabbage worms, and I had a feeling that M.I. Gardner had a video on it, but I couldn't remember. M.I. Gardner had a video on how to get rid of them. So anyway, so now I've got to check all my collard greens and see if I can get rid of them in the collard greens. Edited. It is Sunday afternoon. I just had lunch. I've got lots of laundry to do. We have Vacation Bible School this week, so we are going to be very, very busy. So I'm going to try to get all of my laundry done today. My ox is in a ditch, people. If you read your Bible, you know what I'm talking about. All right, that's all I've got for you guys today. Until next time.